What's up, guys? And we're live. Welcome to a new series called the Kick Rateometer. Now, here is a list. Okay, we're gonna rate martial artists' kicks, mainly famous martial artists, from a scale from 1 to 10. So, I made a list, and I'm gonna explain the system, how it works a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna start off every martial artist with a 10. And then we're going to take points off if they lack any of these 12 things. Any of these 12 things equals 1 point off. Okay. So, yeah, Joe Rogan once said that he is the harshest critic of people's kicks and that Michael J. White's kicks is perfect. They're not. They're not perfect. I made a voting, and most of the votes went to Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I will be doing my first video on Jean-Claude Van Damme. This video, I'm not going to be rating anyone. I'm just going to explain how the rating system works, how I'm going to rate people. Okay? So, I'm going to start off with 0. 0 is breathing. And now whether I put breathing as 0. Because if I see a person cannot breathe, then I'm not even going to rate them. If you can't breathe, then you're not even worth rating. Okay? So, breathing is the main thing. That's why it's 0. You can't breathe. You're a 0. I'm not even going to rate you. Number one thing I'm going to rate people on is flexibility. Now, with flexibility, I'm counting front splits, side splits on this side, and splash splits on the other side. That's the main thing, flexibility. So you need to have at least enough flexibility to be able to pull off really high kicks, basically. I mean, that's like number one. If you don't have that, that's going to be 1 point off. Number 2, balance. And by balance, I mean real balance. Not the kind of balance that Michael J. White pretends he has, where he's kicking at a mid-level, 3-4 kicks at a mid-level, and he acts like he's got some kind of awesome balance or something. I mean, a yellow belt could do that if he trains hard enough, okay? So number 2 is balance, your ability to basically not fall on your kick and be able to hold your leg up in the air, like holding it high, at least above your own head level, Real balance. That was 2, balance. So we got number 1, flexibility, number 2, balance. Again, if you don't have balance, that's another point off. 3, control. So the ability to control your kick. But then I mean to like stop it anywhere. Control. You guys know what control is. If I'm holding my leg here, I don't really have balance and flexibility, but I also have control. I'm gonna show that I can control my foot and place it wherever I want. Lack of control is another point off. So we have flexibility, balance, control. All of these is 1 point off if you don't have it. Now, number 4, speed. Very important one. If you don't have speed, you also won't have much power. So speed is a very important one. And by speed, I mean like, being able to pull off 2 kicks a second. The ability of you kicking and that you don't see the foot almost, like real speed. If you don't have speed, that's another point off. So we got flexibility, balance, control, speed. Now we go to 5, power. Now by power, I mean real power. So it's noticeable that the person has power in the kicks. You don't have power, that's another point off. So we have flexibility, balance, control, speed, and power. We're moving on to number 6. Number 6 is accuracy and precision. Okay, so what do I mean by accuracy and precision? The ability of be accurate and precise with your kick when you're kicking a person or if you're staging it, whatever. But the ability of being accurate and precise with your kicks and also with fighting, of course. So we got, if you don't have accuracy and precision, that's another point off. So we got flexibility, balance, control, speed, power, accuracy. Moving on to timing and counters, okay? So this is going to be more about fighting, okay? Timing and counters, the ability of being able to counter a person when they're kicking you and catching them, So this counts for sparring and fighting. I must see it in both sparring and fighting or tournaments or street fighting or whatever. I must see some of this in real fighting, okay? So if you don't have this, that's another point off. So we got flexibility, balance, control, speed, power, accuracy, timing and counters. Now we're moving on to number 8. Ability to land and hurt in sparring and fighting. So the ability to land kicks and also do damage with those kicks. Okay? If you cannot do damage with the kicks, so you're not able to land them in fighting or sparring, or you haven't shown that, that's another point off, alright? So flexibility, balance, control, speed, power, accuracy, precision, timing and counters, ability to land and hurt people in sparring and fighting. That was 8. Now moving on to number 9. Ability to TKO someone or even knock someone out. And by knocking someone out, I mean knocking them out cold. I don't mean that half-ass knockout where the guy's still standing around or stumbling around. I mean knock out cold. You gotta be able to show that. If you cannot show that you have no ability to knock somebody out cold with your kicks, that's another point off. Okay? Now moving on to number 10. Before number 10, I'm going to explain again. Flexibility, balance, control, speed, power, accuracy and precision, timing and counters, ability to land and hurt people in sparring and fighting, ability to TKO, KO people in sparring and fighting. Now moving on to number 10. Okay, the two-sided kick ability with all of the above. So, now that number 10, with all of the above mentioned, basically flexibility, balance, control, speed, power, accuracy, precision, timing and counters, ability to land and hurt people in sparring and fighting, ability to KO, knock people out cold, and 10, the ability to do all of these with both legs. If you cannot do all of these with both legs, that's another point off, okay? Keep in mind, a point off from the 10. I'm giving everybody a 10, and I'm taking points off when I see things that they lack. This is my rating system, okay? You can like it or hate it, but it's a real system. I'm a Taekwondo master. I know what I'm talking about. Now, last but not least, the last 2. 11, low kicks in fighting and sparring. If you guys notice, a lot of people that can low kick, they don't, a lot of people that can do high kicks, I mean, like kick real good, like Taekwondo people, karate people, a lot of them lack the real ability of throwing low kicks. So, I mean, like, I want to see low kicks in fighting, I want to see real speed, real power, real technique in the kicks. I've not just kickboxing all my life, I did low kicks before I even did Taekwondo. So I know what I'm talking about with low kicks. If you don't know how to low kick, but you have all of the above, I don't care. You're still getting a point off if you cannot low kick and if you haven't shown it in sparring or fighting. Okay, it doesn't count if you're just hitting the bag. That just doesn't count. So, moving on to number 12. This is last and least in a way, in my opinion. It's last and least. Advanced signature flying kick. Now, the person has to have at least one nice signature flying kick, like a good one. Just one. If you have more, then more power to you, you know. But I'm not gonna put like an excessive amount of these because, you know, it's nice to have it, but it's not necessary. But, you know, a real kicker has that signature fly kick. You know, one of them. A real kicker, a real person that loves kicking will have at least 1 or 2 or 3 or multiple flying kicks that they do. I have several ones that I do myself. So that will be the last one. Okay, so I'm going to go over the whole list again. 0 is breathing. If you can't breathe, they're not even going to rate you. Flexibility, balance, control, speed, power, accuracy and precision, timing and counters, ability to land and hurt in sparring and fighting, ability to TKO and KO, asleep, in sparring and fighting, 10-sided, 2-sided, number 10 is 2-sided, ability to do everything of the above with both legs, everything I just mentioned. And 11 is low kicks, fighting in sparring. And number 12, last but not least, is advanced signature flying kick. So this is the kick rateometer system. So I'm going to rate Van Damme, and I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'm going to start it off with one thing about Van Damme is that he does not kick both-sided. He only does everything with the right leg. Watch him. He almost never uses his left. His left is almost unspoken of. Very few times that he actually uses it. Most of the time it's to set up the spin kick. So he'll do left roundhouse and right spin kick. But I'll be honest with you guys from the start, he's not going to score very high. I really have to rate him. That will be a complete other video. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, that will be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are excited about it. And catch you the next time, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this grading system. To the next video. Catch you later.